Oh, hello everybody. I hope everybody's going well. Let me switch cameras very quickly. I hope that's correct. There we go. Just put some music back on. Hope everybody can hear me well. Welcome to my channel where I go through trading strategies. Today I thought I'll do a live stream as something that I've been trying to be doing for quite a while, and that is kind of coding a trading strategy directly while I answer any questions that anybody might have about trading, trading strategies, TradingView and things like that. So I thought I'd jump in today, do something a bit different, actually code the trading strategy whilst I'm online with anybody looking to learn a bit of Pine script. Although I might not be the best Pine scripter in the world, maybe we can discuss things together, improve on trading strategies and things like that. So welcome to the channel. If it's the first time you've been here, we've got a couple of comments in I can see in the background. I'll answer all your comments as I go along. I thought I'd go through sort of like a focus section where we could sort of like go through the code, and then I will answer questions as we go along. And my idea is I have a Discord, which most of you are probably part of the community. You can find the link to the Discord. I'll put it in the comments in a second. Yeah, so if you're part of the Discord, you'll be able to vote weekly on the trading strategies that I build live here on TradingView. So I'm going to go over to my computer to make sure that everybody can hear me, because I haven't actually tested that yet. So I'm going to go back over to my computer and then we'll have a look. We'll go through the trading strategy together. Okay, so normally there I am. Perfect. Hello everybody, how are you all going? Let's have a look. We've got some lovely stuff. Thank you very much, Jonathan. I hope everybody can hear me well. If anybody could just say whether it's loud enough and everybody can hear me. Happy to have... How's everybody going? Good to see everybody. I'm just going to move the music station over there a bit so I've got a little bit more space on my desk. So, yep, I'll go through what I do generally on TradingView, very quick, on Discord. I'll go through the disclaimer, welcome everybody, and then what I'll do is I'll go through the trading strategy that I'm building. We did actually vote on a couple of trading strategies. Hi Vlad, how you going mate? Nice to see you. Yeah, so I'm going to go through the trading strategies. The trading strategy, there was 3 that were voted on. I've decided to do the one that was actually the least voted on, just because this is the first one and it's probably the easiest one for me to actually code. And then I will obviously choose 3 trading strategies from the suggested trading strategies in Discord. So there's a room where you can suggest a trading strategy. I'm going to pick 3 of them, and then I'm going to try and do this hopefully about 3 times a week, but I won't promise anything. I'll see how this one goes. If it goes well, I will try and do this 3 times a week so we can get through as many trading strategies and hopefully find the best ones. Any difference if I join you via YouTube or other channels? There isn't any difference, I don't believe. You can either join through. So it was Desmond who asked the question about whether there's any difference between joining through YouTube or other channels. You can join through either channels, either Patreon or YouTube. The only thing is YouTube doesn't have a direct access to Discord, so you will just have to go to discord.com/DaviddTech, David with 2 Ds at the end, and then you will just contact Vlad and he will give you access. Okay, so right. I'm going to go through the disclaimers very, very quickly, although it is already on the bottom of the screen scrolling through. I'm obviously not in the slightest a trading guru. I'm just here to try and debunk the markets using code and math. I build TradingView indicators daily. Choose a daily trading strategy that generally I find on YouTube, or somebody else would have sent me from YouTube. And then I try to code it so that we can debunk it. Now, I've just realized that the YouTube has disappeared off of my channel. I had the YouTube channel, so I'm going to go back over here very quickly to try and find the YouTube video that I'm going to be debunking today. So if you don't mind just giving me a couple of seconds to look for that. In my history here, it must be the last one. Yes, okay, right, I can have that. Okay, so, yeah, so welcome to everybody. As always, welcome to all the members, welcome to anybody that's just joining. How do I get the source code for your boilerplate in TradingView? The source code for the boilerplate isn't available. I do make the actual trading strategies, like this one will be in a Dropbox, but the boilerplate is still closed source at the moment. But the idea here is for me to go through code and eventually build a boilerplate together. Hey Scope, how are you going, mate? Nice to see you here. Okay, so welcome to the YouTube channel. Don't hesitate to ask any questions in the comments. I will try to go through them as I'm coding at the same time. This is the first time I've done this, so please bear with me. If my code looks rubbish, it's probably because I'm a bit stressed doing this all live and all that, but I hope that everything will go well. I have done a bit of research before doing this, so hopefully everything will go well and I'll be able to answer some questions. So, right, let me go over to, there's one other thing. If you do enjoy it, please don't forget to subscribe and like. That was the last bit, and now I'll tell you what we're going to be trading today. So I have had three trading strategies. One was a MACD strategy. The other one was this one here, which I'm actually coding since over the weekend, where we're actually creating this kind of M pattern. I'm very much into ABC patterns and harmonic patterns myself as a trader, manual trader, and this one was particularly interesting to me, so I've started coding this. So it's this kind of M pattern that uses Fibonacci's as we create a new high up here. We're looking for it to retrace down to the 618 and then push back up and make a lower high. Now this one is particularly complicated, so like I said, it won't be this one I'm doing today because I'd like to make something a bit easier for me for the first stream, and then I'll do this one afterwards. So as we push back down to retest this low here, we're actually taking our entry on the zero, I think it's the 0.30 of the retest, and then we're looking for a long to test up here. As you can see, I have actually started building that here. So we're detecting the XABC here, our potential area of reversal, our potential reversal zone is here, so we're waiting for it to come back down. Obviously that one was a fail here, would have been more of a good example. So we're coming down, we're pushing down, pushing back up, coming back down to the potential zone, potential reversal zone, where we'd probably have an order block, and we'll be able to take that trade there. This one was one which had about a 75% win rate on manual backtesting with a very, very high risk to reward. So that's why it was interesting to me. And so I'm continuing to build this one in the background. Yep, thank you very much, Vlad. Vlad, I think that I can put that on the screen just by doing that there. There you go. Thank you very much, Vlad. So yes, you can join our Discord, the discord.gg /DaviddTech. As you can see, that's on the screen there. I'll leave that there for a couple of minutes. So come and join us, come and chat. I do live streams every Wednesday. We also have Crypto Johnny, who's a ABC trader like myself, who does TA weekly. We also have a couple of others. We have Vlad, who does TA for beginners. He does that twice a week. And then we have a couple of other guys like Strong P in there that do more advanced TAs daily inside of the Discord. So come and join us. Right, so let's get over to the YouTube video I was talking about here. It's this one here. Okay, let me put it over onto the screen. I hope you can see that now. Yes, okay, so it's this trading strategy by the chart guys. A trading strategy which is, like I said, I've just taken one of the, it was like the middle one. The other one was in MACD, which would have been much easier for me to code, but I thought I'll try this one. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll play this video. Oh, okay. I didn't really. So the idea is on this trading strategy, we're looking for lower each candle. So I'm going to put up a chart here. It'll be easier. A brand new chart, new layout. So the idea is now I need to look for a bullish zone so that we could. So the idea of this one is we're creating change of characters. So moving from lower highs on each candles to new higher lows on each candles, just like this here. So we're looking for this here. Oh, my computer isn't putting up with live streaming at the same time. So we've got lower highs here. We're creating lower highs each time between all of these candles here. Lower highs. If I put that nice lock on there, I won't be able to click it each time. Lower highs until we create a new lower low in the candles. When we create a new lower low, we count the number of lows here, the higher lows, to make sure that we are, he says around 5 to 8 candles with higher lows. When we create a new lower high like this, we're actually breaking structure and we're actually looking either for a short or a new long as it comes back into the new structure. So we're either looking for a pullback or we're actually looking for a reversal thanks to those highs. He uses also 2 EMAs, so we're going to be putting 2 EMAs onto the chart. I believe the EMAs are the 12 and the 26. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be coding. Pretty simple strategy, something that works with something that I've done before. I did a smart money indicator, and that worked well with the lower highs as well, which was a change of character. So it's going to be using the same sort of code. Let me have a look, see if anybody's got any questions. Adol, good morning. Good morning to you. I will remove Vlad's question if I know how to do that. Let's remove Vlad's question from there. There you go. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to look through some of these questions very quickly. Good morning, A-Dog. How are you going, mate? Nice to see you. Today, Mr. David, I apologize for inconvenience. I want to ask you if you can add percentage of the leverage automatically according to the stop loss. I believe that you're the guy that I spoke to several times already I believe that you're the guy that I spoke to several times already on the live streams that I do in Discord, and as I said, it will be done for the end of the month with the new update of the boilerplate. Also, I believe that everybody's had the questions answered by Vlad. We're 6 people watching. Welcome to everybody. Okay, so let me pull. Like I said, I have a kind of a bit of code that I managed to do last night. So I'm going to go through this. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is add a new indicator. Here we can go here and go open. And we can go new indicator here. Mine, I've already got one here. I'm going to call it the video's name. So we're going to call it the stair-step trading strategy, which is great. Where is it? That one there. I'm going to close that other window so I don't get too confused. Move that off the screen there. There, perfect. Okay. So we're going to first of all save that and add it to our chart. We're going to call it the stair-step trading strategy, and we're going to add it to our chart. Right, first thing we want to do is we're going to add it as an overlay because we don't want it in the panel down below. So we're going to use overlay equals true. We're going to add it again, save and add, and that's just going to give us a blue line for our cross. I should have removed it. There we go. So we have our new indicator on the chart. Like I said, if anybody's got any questions at any point, please don't hesitate to ask as we go along. Hi Steve, nice to see you. How's things going, mate? Marco, nice to see you. Rainy weather, yes, here too. I was hoping that my satellite internet was going to hold up, so we'll see. Hopefully it will. Okay, so we're going to need some inputs for. We're going to start with the EMAs. So I'm going to start off with an EMA fast, EMA fast, and then EMA slow, and then we're going to give those 2 levels. So we're going to leave them as EMA. So we're going to go very, very quickly and type in EMA. We're going to use the close, and we're going to use a level of, I think it was 12 and 26. So we're going to use 12 and 26 for those 2 there. Let's plot them as well to make sure. 26. I'm just 26 out. I hope that everybody can hear everything okay. New comments down the bottom. Okay, let's plot those. Plot EMA fast. this could either go either way, go nice and easy for me, or it could look like a complete noob coder. Fast. Okay, so we're going to have our EMA 1 and EMA 2. And we're going to make sure that they're plotted fine on the screen. We can give them a color if you like. Okay, we have our 2 EMAs, and then I'm going to give them a color. So we'd like the lower EMA, we'll give it as a red color. Getting used to my French keyboard here. Color. Yeah. We'll just give it 10. That should give us a nice red line right below. Perfect. And our fast, we need to call that one slow so we know where we are. And then our other EMA, we might as well make it so that the open's above. Now I have got some code for this that I will copy and paste because it'll make my life a little bit easier. There we go. Code pad this and then I'll go through it. So what we're going here is we have EMA fast color. So if the open, now use the open instead of the close because the open never moves as the close is continuously moving, which causes sometimes things like repainting. So if we're above, if the open is above the fast, we're looking for a green lime color. If not, we're looking for a red color. So that will give us our EMA above one. Okay, so we're going to go color, and I'll just go EMA color just like that. We could use the transparency levels, but there's no need for that. So as you can see, we now have, let me remove the plot from here. We have 2 lines. As the open is above, this top line goes green. When it comes below, it goes red. So we know whether we're above or below, which is perfect. So yeah, so that's the start of the trading strategy. I'm not sure that okay, when's the new update for the bot? At the end of the month, I have been working on the DaviddTech bot for integration with Binance, KuCoin, FTX, and yeah, those are the main 3 at the moment. And those bots will be available for the end of this month. We're starting off with FTX, which I'm going to be testing this week, and then I'll be releasing the other ones one by one. Okay, right, so guess the next thing to do would be put a fast ball here, so EMA fast. Let's give it an input. Input, so we got input. Number 12. 12, and we're going to give it a title. And we're going to give it a group as well, just to keep everything tidy. The reason being is when I'm going to be putting this into the boilerplate to back test it, just make things a bit easier for us to see. Okay, let's give it a group. I'm going to call it main strat EMA. Okay. EMA. Okay. So it's going to give us the EMAs, so we can change the input. Slow. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. And then we got that one there. Right, this is the simple bit done. Hopefully that will save, no problems. And I've obviously got a problem somewhere. Oh no, I haven't. They both got the same level. Okay, 26. There we go. Okay, so now we have our EMAs that we can now change inside here. EMA fast and EMA fast. I need to change that to slow. Okay, perfect. So now we have our EMAs ready for the trading strategy. Next part would be for us, let me write some ideas down. So we're looking for a price to be obviously above the EMAs. So if close or price, let's call it price, is more than EMA fast, We also need EMA 1 to be above EMA 2. This is for longs, obviously. EMA 1 to fast to be above slow. That's the first session. Now we're obviously going to be looking for a count, so we want a count of lows to make sure that each of these lows are higher. So we want a count of higher lows to make sure that we've got more than X number. So we've got more than X, so that's going to be 8 in the case of this YouTuber here that's done this trading strategy. Then what else do we need? We need obviously count number candles in a row. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then we need to make sure that we're breaking that structure. So break of or change of structure, change of character. So we're creating a new lower low, so that we're then taking our entry. So I guess that's cool. Okay, right. So I'm gonna also add maybe a Boolean here to make sure that we can remove the EMAs for backtesting as well. First thing I need to do is, I guess, would be, I'm just looking through my notes that I wrote here. Let me think. Okay, so we're going to create our conditions. We need for a long condition. So we're going to write looking for a long count, looking for a long, and the idea for looking at a long, we're going to set it to false at first. The reason being is inside the boilerplate. Afterwards, we need to make sure that that's correct. We're going to be looking for longs again, and then we're going to be adding our conditions in here. So looking for long, I'm going to be looking for the low to be more than the previous low. Okay, like this. And the previous low be less than the low before. Now, then I'm going to be looking for a serial of values when or bar since to be able to check to make sure that there's 8. I will do that afterwards. I'm going to put this on a new line here. And then we need to also add double dots here to make sure. And then I'm going to add a tag just to point it out, a new label. I'm going to copy and paste that from the actual boilerplate because I've already got that sorted. So I'm going to copy that there. Okay, so let's save that there like that, and then we'll add the EMA values afterwards. Is there anywhere that has an EMA? There we go. We have some longs added, so they're in with our conditions of the lows. We're looking for the reversal to reverse back after reversing in one direction and reversing back to take our longs. So that's perfect. So now I need to do is add a boolean maybe to make it possible for us to include the EMAs in our equation. So I'm going to do that by going here and go EMA, copy and paste that there, make things a bit easier. We're going to call that. And we're going to call this, what we're going to call this, just to make sure that I've got everything right. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to go through, use EMAs. Use EMA. Okay, so now we'll be able to use that to make sure that we're using the EMAs. And then we're going to create a EMA condition here. Like I said. So we're going to be wanting the open to be above the EMAs. Okay, so I'll do that. So we're going to go EMA conditions, EMA underscore, this microphone gets in the way of my keyboard, EMA underscore conditions. Let's see. if there's any questions. Do these work on Forex? Yes, they work on Forex. This one was for the Russell 100, I believe, so shares. But yeah, there is a couple of Forex strategies out there that I've created. Not as many as things like crypto and things like that. I always create on crypto. I generally create on Bitcoin because it just means that I see the same thing whilst creating them. But they don't generally do work on there. You can choose pips and things like that to be able to use on the actual on the boilerplate, which I'll show you afterwards. Best man, thank you very much. Right, so EMA, we have our EMA long conditions, and I'm going to do some short conditions afterwards. I probably can copy and paste them. Long conditions here. So we're actually going to look for, we don't want that double dot there. What I'm going to look for is the open, so I'm going to put some brackets here. Open more than EMA fast, so our open is above the EMA fast, which changed the colors here, and we want also the EMA fast to be above the EMA slow, Okay, so that should be good. Now we can add that to our long conditions here. Not particularly nice and tidy yet, but we'll tidy up in a minute. Right, and so that will give us only longs when we're above the EMA, and the EMA conditions are actually met as well, like this one here, and these ones here, and so on. Obviously, because TradingView doesn't allow us to have too many tags, it won't go back. Oh, it's going a bit back further now, but it doesn't go particularly back far because you can't put too many tags on there. Too many, I call them tags, it's actually labels. Okay, so we now have the EMAs. I guess the best thing to do is also add things like shorts. We can put our shorts, looking for shorts here. I'm going to copy and paste that there. Looking for short, so let's just change this to short. Looking for short, EMA short condition, short, okay, and then I'll go through the actual code, short. I know there's an easy way of doing this, but I've decided to take the long way around. Okay, short. Let's give that oh, it's not quite short. Okay, and that's a short. We want the label to be above, goes down, and we're going to be on the high of the index, bar index. We're going to be red. Okay, so the label has the bar index. The bar index is the current bar that you're on. We're currently going to be putting the label on the high. We're going to give it a name of short instead of long. We've decided to use the label down instead of up. So in other words, it'll be on the bottom of the candle and it'll be pointing up if there was a label. I've actually made the background transparent, so you can't see it. So actually, yeah, I did change the right one here. Can't see the background. If there was background, there would be a label with a tick going up, and the size is tiny. Okay, so that's good. Now let's copy and paste the code from here very quickly for the shorts here. I believe this is right here. I have actually also coded, as I said, the reversal. So, okay, so now we have our shorts underneath the labels, so it's looking for the shorts in the right place. I'm just going to get some water and some coffee. Sorry about this. Good music taste, thank you very much. Vlad thinks I'm an old man with my music taste, but yeah. Your Vuman challenge passed my funding challenge. Fantastic, that's great news. No problem. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. It's great news. Yep, things are looking good for a lot of the strategies that we're coming up with at the moment. Good music, but impossible to concentrate. Someone who's trying to learn coding. Okay, I can easily slightly turn it down, hopefully for you, that'd be better. Okay. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Right, okay. So I have shorts. So we have the short condition. The short condition is now working. So when you're below the candles, we're below the candles. We've checked that our EMAs our conditions are met. We're below, the open is below the fast is below the slow, and then we're looking for the lows to be in the low, looking for a reversal in the low. So we got the current low being, that should be high, I should imagine. Actually, we're looking for highs on the actual shorts and not lows. So let me copy and paste the high conditions that I have here. There we go. So instead of lows, we're going to be looking for the highs. So we're looking for highs to go up and then come back down. I believe that's right. High, our previous high is actually, no, the current high is actually lower than the previous high. And then we're looking for the other way around over the next two candles back. So that's perfect. So we now have the conditions met on that as well. Other things that I did look over on the weekend was actually looking to reverse these EMAs. So just as a test, so we can back test them. So I have coded that as well. So I'll copy and paste that there, and then I'll go through that afterwards. Just make things a little bit faster than having to type it all out one by one. So I have a EMA reversal here. Now I do an EMA reversal on most of my trading strategies just because often they do actually work better as a reversal. Yes, I have both. I have them here. I have them here. I have both pairs. These ones are that I go running with in the morning and listen to my ebooks on, and these ones I use for streaming, which I continually charge just to make sure I have enough battery. Yeah, I do agree. The new ones are much better. The Open Shocks, they're absolutely brilliant. The Aftershocks, I think they're the best headphones I've got. I do have other headphones as well, and they certainly have been the best ones. Right, okay, so yes, so reversal EMAs, so we have the reversal EMAs, so then what we're going to do is make sure that we're taking shorts instead of longs above and the other way around. Reason is like I said, often it works the other way around. You never know, we'll have a look, it's worth adding just for the back testing. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to copy and paste the EMA conditions that I already wrote yeah, I already wrote. Let me go here, and then I'll go through all of that. Now that is the short condition. I've just copied and pasted here. Okay, so the idea is if we have an EMAs selected, so we have our Boolean selected, means we're going to be using the EMAs, which is perfect. And then if we reverse them, we're actually looking for we're looking for shorts above and longs below. Just worth, like I said, back testing. So I've done that as I do it, like I said, on lots of my trading strategies. So I have that kind of code in a snippet of program, which is called Snip, which is absolutely full with all of the open source things I do. Right, let's do the same for the long condition as well. Hopefully if we save, that should all continuously work. Okay, perfect. So now if I go to here, you can actually reverse them, and that should be the other way around. See? I'll make this code obviously available on GitHub for anybody who wants to have a look afterwards. The music stopped, man. That's not good. I hope I've still got internet. Can everybody still hear me? Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I hope everybody can still hear me. It still says that I'm live. 51 people still watching. Okay, so hopefully everybody can hear me still. Got music back, yay. Kinda. Okay, right. So we now have a reversal in the EMAs. And last thing I need to do, I believe, if I remember rightly, is to count the candles. So we're going to be looking for a situation where there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, on this trading strategy from this YouTube, they were looking for around 5 to 8. So we're going to count from 5, more than 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would potentially be a good long just here. So we would actually be taking our long on this one here. I should imagine it would get in around here. Looking for our stop loss to be at the low of the candle, I believe, and the target would be something like a 2-to-1 ratio, or we'll look into that afterwards with the boilerplate. I think that's how they did it. I think that he also does it as trading. We'll test the trading as well. So yeah. Right, now what I need to do is count the candles. Now counting the candles is pretty simple as well. TradingView has a wonderful function which is called bar since. So we're going to be counting NT count. We're going to count the higher lows equals higher lows, and then we're going to TA bar since bars since it's bars since. And that one here, all you have to do is put your condition in, and then we're looking for the previous low to be higher than the current low. So we want low, previous low, to be more than the current low. And now that's going to count and find out when that was the last case. We're actually going to be using like this here. We're going to be adding this here, or number of candles, which we'll count afterwards to find out how many candles. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually be using the second part here to count the number of candles down, and then using that to work out this part here. Yeah, it'll make more sense in code than me actually explaining it, but yeah. So we're going to count the other way around as well for the shorts. Count. We're looking for lower highs. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to copy and paste this. It'll make things so much easier than having to type it all out. Then we're looking for highs instead. HRG. And we're going to be looking the other way around. Let's put some labels on so that we can test it. So I guess, yeah. Let's put just some candles. Maybe we want to put a boolean on for it as well. Yeah, I suppose. Let's count the candles. Count candles. And we're going to get equals. We're going to add a bowl. Because otherwise there'll be too many labels and we won't be able to see anything. So let's give that a go. Show candle count. Show. The only reason I do this is because as we're going to be importing it into the boilerplate afterwards, it's going to make it a little bit harder for no, there's going to be a lot more labels, so it's best to remove some of them so it doesn't take too long, or it just stops and comes up with a big red dot up top saying there's too many label counts and things like that. So not that that always fixes it, but you never know. Okay, so we're looking for if show candles. Okay, that's perfect. We're going to be on the low and we're going to put our string here. So we're going to write, it's going to have to be converted, so we're going to be toString. Like that. That's going to convert this integer into a string. I think that gives us an integer, doesn't it? It gives us an integer, so we converted that into a string. This one's going to be on the label up. We're going to leave it as lime. Yep, so that's perfect. This is the long, and then we're going to add the short here, which is going to be the other way around. So we want this one to be on the high. We want it on the label down. You can hear me, but not the music. Okay, so we're going to go red. I think the music's back now for everybody. I've got as good taste in music as... yes, right. Okay, over here, let's show candles. And as you can see, it's now counting the lows, which has given us a way of counting our lows so that we can make sure that they're above the 5 or whatever we put in there. So we're going to add another config box, another input box, so we can say, right, okay, we want it to be above X number, so that X number is going to be configurable. So that's going to be the next thing we're going to add. Going to add a candle count here. Let's put that here underneath here, and we're going to go and call it. We're going to give it 5 minimum. Minimum of 5 candles in a row. I have to rename it. Candle in a row. So we have number of candles in a row. So this is going to be the minimum candles in a row. I'm just going to write candles in a row. In a row. And that's good, I believe. Okay, so we have a number of candles in a row. Okay. So now we're going to make sure that we have enough candles in a row. Now this is the thing that I was talking about earlier, where we're going to have to check up before down. Let me just wait here a second. And I believe that we're quite far enough before we can actually move over to the actual border plate, where I've coded what I've just coded in front of everybody. Let me have a look very quickly. Just make sure that I'm not missing anything. There was one thing that I missed out of the trading strategy. I've got all the notes here. One thing that I missed out of the trading strategy was... Okay, yes, right, okay. One thing that I missed out of the trading strategy was something called wiggle room. Now, when he's put in, this is not going to be part of the indicator, but part of the trading strategy when we go back testing it. I have actually no idea how well this trading strategy works, as a matter of fact. Just thought I'd jump in and back test them. I think I've done about 300 trading strategies since the beginning of DaviddTech. I do around 2 or 3 strategies per week now. Before I was doing 1 to 2 per day, coding them like this, back testing them, and a lot of them were absolute rubbish. I didn't ever put them onto the channel because they just didn't produce the results that they were meant to produce. So the idea was for me to come in here and do this. That way we can talk about trading, answer any questions and things like that. So wiggle room. Wiggle room was, let me look for a short here, for instance, where a short would have come in. We'll go for shorts here. Wiggle room was just like you have your trading strategy 1 to 2. He, in his trading strategy, said that there needed to be a little bit of wiggle room when placing your stop loss either here or here, I guess, and that actually would be here. Sorry, this one here. So that you don't get stopped out on one of these wicks here. You could have given it a wiggle room of 0.10 or %. So I'm going to add a box in here so that we can add something called wiggle room. Something that I coded in mini strategies, so I have that as well. I'll explain it as I go. So wiggle room. Right, we have wiggle room, which is your stop loss wiggle room. So it's just going to be a float. You're going to be able to put the percentage on top of the current trading, the current stop loss. So this would be 0.1%. And then I do a divided by 100 to give us the percentage that we need. Then I'll do the current stop loss divided times by that. So that will give us our extra amount of wiggle room, as they call it, to be able to add a better stop loss. Hi there. Hey. Edwin, how you going, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. We're just going through a trading strategy. I thought I'd do something a bit live today, something a bit different. Go through building a trading strategy from A to Z, how I do it. And I thought I'd do it a couple of times this week. That way I can go through the code. Maybe I'll try and do it a bit quicker than the one I've done today. This is the first one, so. Okay, I think the music may be a bit loud. There we go. Right, okay, so we have all of the conditions. Now what I need to do is create a long and short condition. So we need a long and short condition for the boilerplate, which is this here, is a variable. We need a variable custom string, this one here. So this is our variable for a long, and this is our variable for a short. Okay, so we're going to be looking for two variables which will be met, and then which is giving us this here. So we're looking for a long on the longs here, looking for a long, and then we're looking for a count of candles behind us. So this is what I was talking about earlier. We're going to look for our count of high candles. Has to be above or equal to above or equal to the number of candles in a row, which is this one here, candles in a row. So that's going to give us the candles in a row. But the problem is that this could actually move against us 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candles, whatever it is, like this here. This one was one candle. I need an example. Could be going up 3 candles here and then going back down 3 candles before it makes its correction and we get our entry. So we're actually going to have to use the lows as well. So we're going to go back up here. So we're going to use this here. And we're going to put that in like this, which will give us our perfect entries, hopefully. Let's do the same for shorts. So we're going to go shorts here. I hope that I've explained it okay. If not, I will try and go through the full trading strategy again at the end, so that everybody can see, or you can go and watch the YouTube video. I'll put a YouTube video link in. I don't even know if I can on this new software that I've got. Somehow add Henderson from Brazil. Hi, nice to see you. Okay, so if I put a chat box here, can I add a chat? I can't add a chat, so I'll put the link. Not sure how I share the link on the software. I have to get used to the software, so I'll look at that afterwards. Right, okay, so we're back for shorts, looking for shorts. We're looking for the other way around here instead. So this is like this, and that has to be above the number of candles in a row, which is perfect. And now if I go to bar color, I think it was. Color, if I remember rightly. Yep, bar color. So if we get a long signal, we go color dot yellow. And NA, and then if we go bar color for a short, we can go for another color. Purple. Let's see if we've got any actual entries anywhere, and it's still working, which is always good news. There's a purple bar there for a short, and another purple there, and there's a long entry there. They don't look like they're absolutely great entries, to be honest, but yeah, anyway, right. Okay, maybe it's the number of candles before right, okay, so what I'm going to do is pull up my the boilerplate thing here. Let's go to boilerplate here. This bit takes forever and ever and ever, so I'm going to make a copy, and we're going to call it Stair trading strategy here, like this. Strategy, I'm going to call it, let's call it test for the moment. Add it there. Just going to copy the boilerplate and make another copy of this. Normally takes a couple of minutes, so if anybody's got any questions, I'll quite happily answer questions. Okay, we're good, right. We can start saving this now then. So we're going to call this as well. Yeah, I'm going to call it test. Add to chart, save and add to chart. Just waiting for it to render. Okay, so there we go. There's the boilerplate. So as you can see, the boilerplate has quite a few new features on it, which I'm working on daily. Things like, you'll see in a second when this does render, it does take a little while, the new table on the side here, which gives us the profit and loss on monthly levels. So you'll be able to see things like whether it's overfitted or whether it goes too many through too many consecutive months of losses and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the code from here and paste it across. Now I'm going to very quickly just double check with my other code that I wrote yesterday to make sure everything's good. Looks good to me. Right, I'm going to copy and paste this one here, which is the same, just to make sure that I've got everything good. Where is it? Right, let's copy this here. Everything looks good to me. Right, okay. Let's move this back over here. We're going to go in here. We're going to scroll down to the zone which is important to us. I don't know if I haven't got my connections in. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, let me go over here. This is just an old strategy that I did. I'm just going to move them there and paste all of that in there. Hopefully it'll work fine. And then we're going to move this part here, this part here. It's all got to go. That's going to go. Okay. Right, last things I need to do is add the custom stop losses here. Of course, I have got that here. Yep, okay, so my custom stop loss is pretty simple, really. We've got custom stop losses is going to be the plus the wiggle room. So we're going to look for our low for a long, and we're going to be looking to take it away from the low plus wiggle room. So we've got low times wiggle room, sorry. Wiggle underscore room, and that should give us what we need. And then we've got a high, sorry, and that's going to be plus because we're going to be looking to be above, obviously. So we're going to look for high times wiggle room. Now I believe that's how I sorted it. Right, that seems right to me. Now, like I said, I particularly tested this trading strategy, so it might be that it's like I said, I've got a graveyard on Discord where there's tons of trading strategies in there, so this might be one of them. Just thought I'd take a little bit of time out to come and talk about trading strategies and answer any questions. I have one question: what is the meaning of boss and MSB? Boss is breaker structure. So when your the previous high, let me draw this out for you. Okay, so we have some levels. Let me find path. Where's path? It's on this one, isn't it? If I remember rightly. Path, that's it. Okay, so we have a path creating this like here, like this, just like this here, and so on. Okay, so we have a line on the smart money indicator, which would be like this, and then you'd have another one here. Something like that. Okay, so we have our new higher high. We were previously making lows. We have a new our strong lows pushing to break the previous highs. So these lows are considered strong lows because they're making new highs. Let me just pull the pin tool up here. Anyway, right. Okay, so we're taking. Where is it gone? Here it is. Okay, right. So we're creating strong lows. These strong lows are called strong lows because they're pushing and breaking previous highs. When we break our first previous higher high, we're creating an MSB, which is a market structural break. And when we're doing a second one, which is in the same trend, we're creating BOS, which is a break of structure. So we're breaking structure because this strong low is pushing through a previous high, which is considered a weak high. I hope that answered your question. That is on one of the indicators that I built. Okay, so I can move that off of there. Drawings. I'm not sure whether that's saved. Did that save? Did I save it even? I should have saved it. Did I save it? No save. It's modified. Okay, so we have a 46% win rate and it is profitable. And let's have a look at the actual settings. We have 90 closed trades. This is on percentage because we haven't set up, so we're actually on percentage at the moment on 1.6 stop loss and a 2.8 take profit. If TradingView would kindly load, we'd be able to see the equity curve. We have 90 trades. As you can see, there's been months, quite a few months where we've lost money and a couple where we've earned money, so potentially yeah, the equity curve over the past 3 months doesn't look bad for that kind of trading strategy. Let's put the actual settings that were meant for the trading strategy. To do so, what we need is to add custom because we built a custom stop loss, and that will give us the stop loss plus the wiggle room. So if I go down here and go to this area here, you'll be able to see we have our wiggle room there, so you can play with that to make it better or worse. And then we're looking for, currently this is on a risk to reward of 2. So we have a risk to reward of 2. Let's try 1.5. 1.5. I'm going to also open the studio here, so studio YouTube, so I can send you some links so that you can test it for yourselves while we're on there. If anybody's got any ideas on how to make this any better, please don't hesitate to ask or say. We go over here, we go to the studio here. Hopefully I'll be able to remove the video so it doesn't cause. Right, okay, great. Have I paused myself? No, I think I'm still live. Okay, cool. Right, so let me start adding some of these links. This one here is the link to the video which I've been creating the trading strategy from. This one here. And then what I'm going to do is I'll upload this to TradingView very quickly. Let me upload it here very quickly. Where is it? Is this the one here? Yeah. Publish to TradingView. Test on YouTube. Of the what's it called? The Stair trading strategy. I'm going to put this online so you guys can test it yourselves. There we go. Let me put it in protecting private and educational. So we can all test it at the same time if you like. This. Let's give it a private script and make sure. Obviously this is on Ethereum. I need to check on others as well. I think that's right. Put the link in the description so everybody can see it. There we go. Here you go. Right, okay, so now you can test that trading strategy. The link is there. Just add it to your favorites and you'll be able to test it. Thanks, great job. Best regards from Germany. Hi, from Germany. Love Germany. Been there several times. Lovely country. Right, okay, so let's go and test it on things like right, so let me test it also. Let me see if any of the strategy settings that I could have set up would have been better. Now I'm currently on the 1 hour, so this was actually meant to be tested on the 5 minute. Let's see whether 5 minute gives us any good settings. Okay, we have 11% profitability, which is awful. Yeah, as you can see, wasn't maybe the best one I should have chosen to do as the first one live on YouTube, but at least you'll be able to test it. The back testing results, let me have a look on 15-minute help, see whether that's any good. %, so yeah, this is not. Let's go over to some of the settings and see if we can change things around a bit. I did say that he used things like I could actually add maybe our algo to remove, but there's only 101 trades, which makes it particularly small as a pool already, so we don't really want to make it much smaller. I could remove some of the trades that would have been on low volatility markets or times where there wasn't much going on and not enough volume. As you can see, it has increased it, but nowhere near enough. Currently still on Ethereum. I'll go over to other ones in a minute. Let's go back to manual here. Other things that I could change, I could add the 200 EMA maybe. Maybe will give us a little bit more direction in the markets. I can also remove some of the things like the EMA here or reverse it. Number of candles in a row maybe. Let's increase it a little bit, giving us a profitable strategy, but still. Right, what about the EMAs if I remove the EMAs here?
Stretch my legs.
David, are automated strategies real account the same as backtesting results? No, not even the slightest. We're testing on previous data, so historical data. So you can go through lots of problems whilst building trading strategies for TradingView. Things like overfitting, and that's not only in TradingView, it's in any trading strategy. You can overfit, make all of the settings fit so great that you get a 85% win rate, but in a real market they just do not work in the slightest, because those checkboxes that you've checked never happen again, or they happen and it just reverses against you. Been through that. There's also things like repainting or look ahead bias, which I think is worse than worse. They're pretty much the same really, but look ahead bias can make things, make your trading strategy kind of cheap, because things like the day highs and lows, which unfortunately was something that I learned the hard way, but day highs and lows could be set inside your trading strategy, and in the backtesting results, it's as if they know the results of the high and the low before they actually even happen, which gives it a look ahead bias, which means that your trading strategy is cheating in backtesting, and when you've got it in real live data and markets, it just won't perform the same in the slightest. You'll probably find that it'll lose money very, very quickly. So yeah, so there's a lot of things like that you have to be careful when building trading strategies. Something simple like this, you'd be more worried about things like overfitting and things like that, that will make things like I said, you put too many EMAs or too many conditions inside of your setup, and it will just make it look extremely profitable. There's other things in TradingView which I'm not keen on. I do convert a lot of these now into Python because I'm not over keen on the way that TradingView counts win rates. Things like if you put multiple take profits, it considers every level of those take profits a win, which can increase your win rate terribly. So make things look a lot more as if they're making more wins than they actually are. Those kind of things I don't like, particularly in TradingView, but if you know the information before, obviously it helps you to create better, stronger trading strategies. Thanks, Vlad, for the comments. Why does it seem too good to be true? 90% win rate. Now, which one are we talking about of a 90% win rate? I think it's much better to switch to the 5 minute. It's a 5 minute strategy. Yep, sorry about that, Manny. I didn't realise that I was actually on the 5 minute. Yes, you're very true. He also puts on a daily, an hourly EMA. Which I'll add here. The problem with, as I was saying earlier, is when you do multiple time frames on TradingView, you can end up with overfitting or head bias. So you're probably better to do something like add an EMA, which is 2,300, which will give you pretty much the same sort of EMA as a 200 EMA on the hourly. So I add that. So yeah. Another thing, yes, as Vlad just pointed out, when backtesting, don't backtest on Heikin-Ashi candles. It can make everything look absolutely fantastic. Maybe even this one, I'm not sure. Make it look fantastic, and it's not. The reason for that is, no, that made it look worse, that one. The reason for that is the data that's fed into your trading strategy it's not the close and the open, it's a sum of the close open. TradingView have actually removed the sign, I believe. So maybe something's changed recently for Heikin-Ashi candles. Normally they have a sign here saying backtesting data is incorrect, so maybe they've made a change. I was expecting this one to be extremely profitable on Heikin-Ashi, so something may have changed recently. I'll have a look at their documentation for that. Where's my comments gone? Okay, here. You need Scope's ABC setup. Scope is going to be doing some live streams on this channel here. He's also going to be doing some live streams inside the Discord. Hello. Desmond, the results are incorrect if using Heikin-Ashi candles. Yes, indeed they are. Like I said, there may be a change because normally TradingView come up with an alert saying here that they've normally there's like a message that pops up saying that Heikin-Ashi candles don't give correct backtesting results, but the message has gone, and I know that they have updated recently their backtesting panel, so maybe that's different, but I'm not sure. Should be a 5 minute, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sheriff, for the super chat. Is there a strong trend indicator that can be used to stop or pause bots? A strong indicator for pausing bots. Good question, Steve. Good question. Personally, I don't really think I've come across anything that's been that great. I have been going through the Hearst cycle. The Hearst cycle is used a lot in machine learning, and it'll help you to decipher from trending markets and also markets that are in a range. It also helps you to find markets which are more profitable in long and shorts. That's called Hearst cycle. There's a very good trading strategy as indicator out there, which gives you like green and red dots and tells you whether you're in a trending market or not. Yeah, the Hearst cycle is something to look at if you're looking for that. that suggested bull versus bears, and the flat market, yeah, they're very good indicators as well. The bull versus bears, very good. The problem is it does tend to remove quite a lot of strategies. Let's give it a go over here. A lot of setup, sorry. It may be, sometimes it's absolutely fantastic, I've got to say. The flat market I think is absolutely brilliant. It works on most strategies. Let's go over flat market here, try that here. I usually use the volume weighted MA. This one it didn't work on. It depends on trading strategy. Yeah, it's removed a couple of trades and given us pretty much the same profit. So the bear versus bull versus bear power. Maybe that's not the one that Vlad was talking about. No problem, Steve. No, that one made it worse as well. So I think this is one of those strategies, as it works only on structure, that finding confluence, very much like the ABC strategy that we built and things like that. Finding confluence would be found in things like maybe a range filter, giving us more of the direction of the trend than anything else. No, that's terrible. Let me just pull over this one here to make sure that this is set up in optimizing very quickly here. Put this one over here. Let's have a look what I've been optimizing here. This one only has 53 trades, 43%. Same old stuff. We've got 1.5 risk to reward. We're using custom and risk to reward. So obviously the custom risk to reward isn't great, because when we were on percentages earlier, it was a much better win rate. I'm on 5 minute. Let's have a look. The percentages are going to be way too high for a 5 minute time frame. Let's give it a go. We're still at 43%. If I come down and bring us down to a much lower percentage, we might get a better win rate. Let's have a look. And the music just keeps going. Yep, so as I said, maybe a 1.5 to 1 on percentage. I don't particularly like trading percentages, as they're not very good at converting across over to other markets. Well, it's not I don't like trading them, it's just that, like I said, it's not that they're not the best in the world of moving over. For instance, if you're on Ethereum or BTC, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we have 46 trades. Hasn't made it much more profitable, to be honest. So I think this one's going to be pretty hard. Let's go over to the to FOREX or something like that. What else have I got here? USD. Let's have a look, see if it's any good on that one there. I don't think it will be. It probably won't come up with any entries at all, probably because we're on. Okay, maybe I should quite right. Okay, let's have a look. That's a 64% profitable, so maybe it was just it's no good on crypto, might be good on something else. Let's go back to custom and use R2R. Let's see what we got there. 1.5. Okay, the stop loss doesn't seem to be very good at. And let's have a look with this wiggle room thing that we put on. Let's go to wiggle room over here. I've used the T3 on this one. That was one thing that I changed to T3. Wiggle room, we've got 0.2. Let's put it up to something a little bit higher. 0.5. Yes, absolutely. High Kanashi candles certainly wouldn't be good for something like the OBS trading strategy, the order blocks trading strategy. You miss all of the engulfing patterns and things like that. But I'm not sure why they've removed the actual disclaimer for I'll have to look into it because I don't know. But for backtesting, I'd stay away from Heikin-Ashi candles, as it does seem to falsify the results. I've always said it has falsified the results. I just don't know why they have removed the disclaimer off of the actual backtester recently. Okay, so obviously the stop loss and take profit is no good whatsoever by putting the stop loss on custom, which is the local low. Maybe an ATR or something like that might work. Does the strategy helper outwork? Currently it's being developed by somebody else because TradingView do not like that strategy helper. So I'm going to put this up to a stop loss of 2 on the ATR. $24. So it seems like this one reacts better on percentages on the Forex market. Let's have a look at the stop. Yeah. Okay, we do have a 64%, but we've only got 14 trades, which is nowhere near enough to actually come to a conclusion. We could do a deep back test to see. I do not have much confidence at all in this trading strategy, unfortunately. It's going to end up probably in the graveyard of trading strategies on DaviddTech. You can download it and give it a go. I put the link in the chat area, I believe, earlier. Let me have a look if I can bring that and put it up on the screen. Again, where is it? There we are. This one here. You can download that there. If I can move out the way, maybe just go up to the chat. I think I can start them. There you go. Hopefully that's now. You'll be able to find that easier. Okay, so on from the 21st, the first trade, 21st actually, the first trade. Oh no, this is deep backtesting. 21st 06, 29th of the 6th, so 29th of the June. We have a 51% win rate. We had 37 trades, which is awful. So we're on the right time frame. I believe that I've got all of the coding correct. If anybody's seen something that I have not coded correctly, please don't hesitate to tell me. I will also add this to GitHub so you can actually download it and look at the actual code. So maybe somebody will come up with a better idea than me. Can you add it back? How can I add it? You have to be, I believe, one of the I think it's one of the top tiered top tiers of TradingView to get the deep backtest, which allows you to backtest as far as you want on any time frame. You need to add a premium, that's it, on TradingView. Okay. There was also, this one was actually on Russell 100, I believe. Let's go and have a look, the iShares. I think that's right. There we go, the ETF. Let's see what that gives it. I think that's what he tested on. Let's remove backtesting. Okay, 39%. Are we on the default settings for this? Custom. We have some wiggle room. Bit of confidence. %. Now I do know that he also takes profit at 50% and lets the rest run, so we could set that up as well. Let's give that a go. 50%, 50%. Takes 50% off the table at a time so that it covers all the stop losses. He doesn't take back to move to break even. He actually just accepts what he's won and will cover charges. That gives us a 61% net profitable, but please remember that this is accepting both of these wins as 1 win each, so that would be completely false. Look at the equity curve, doesn't look great. I can remove the move to break even, so it doesn't move to break even when you've taken the first take profit, and he also does a trading stop loss. So we'll add a trading stop loss here. After that's done, that's 64, so that's giving us a bit more profit. 64, we're getting into the green areas here, but we're still in a losing trading strategy. Trading stop loss, so he doesn't trail stop loss, he trails take profit, so we're going to move that to 99% of the trade up here. So the idea here is we're going to be using the ATR to trail as soon as it's hit 99% of the actual trading strategy. So it's gone past the first take profit, it's taken profit there, then it's going to trail from there, from like the very top of the trading strategy. And as you can see, it's made it even worse. We could use something like the counter. Let's try this one. The crawl. See what this one gives us. This will give us a different algorithm. I like this one quite a lot. It's something that I started using recently for trading. As you can see, it's giving us a lot more profit, 62%, and we're trading well. That's good. That's starting to look much better. So we're actually trading using the crawl, if I did pronounce that correctly. Let me add that to the chart so you can see what it is. I think it's this one here. Yep, that one there. Let's remove my trading strategy from here. So actually using these two bars here to trail. So we have a short bar and a long bar, and so as price comes above, we're actually trading using this, and we only exit out if we go below this blue line here. Discovered this on another YouTube channel recently, and it gives quite good results. It's something that I like using, so that it was added in the most recent versions of the DaviddTech, and as you can see, it's given a profitable situation. Even though there is only 42 trades, you've got to remember, like I said, that's multiple take profits, so not something in the slightest I would be trading. Let's have a look at some of the performance here. We have a Sharp ratio, and well, look at those. I mean, I've rarely seen negative Sharp ratios and Sortino ratios. Profit factor of 1.2. The buy to hold would be down 16%, so you did a better job on that, but certainly isn't something that I'd be looking into trade. Our first trade would have been on the 26th of September. No, that's not correct, because let me have a look here. Did I deep back test? I didn't beat deep back test, so the first trade would have been in September, 26th of September. So no, that's not correct. I've got the last date there. Okay, that's not correct. I've just noticed the bug. This is a new feature. Let me go down. Back in February. So the first trade, that would have been the last trade. First trade would have been back in February, 14th of February. Just noticed the bug on my boilerplate. So at least let's come to one good thing. Right, if anybody's got any questions, I'll quite happily answer questions that you may have. Let me remove the thing here. Anybody got any questions that might have? Otherwise, I'll leave you to your day, and I'll be back here doing another trading strategy sometime during the week. I'm not sure when. They'll be roughly at this sort of time. Try to do as many as possible until we find some really good ones. Just wait a couple of seconds to see, because I know that there's a bit of a lag. See if anybody's got any questions. Right, seems like there's no real questions, so thank you for everybody for joining with me. Share your questions. I think that there doesn't seem to be any, but thank you very much for your support, mate. Thank you to everybody for joining me. I hope maybe you can take some things away from this video. If you did, don't mind giving it a good old thumbs up. Helps the channel to grow. I'm going to be doing these a bit more often so that we can go through Pine scripts. Maybe I'll do some Python as well. Doesn't mean that we'll be doing coding every time. I'll just be back testing strategies as much as possible. over the next couple of weeks. Thanks, Will. Thank you for joining. Yes, thanks to everybody for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything that I can program remote trading with David, yeah. Thanks everybody for joining. I hope you've taken away some things from this video. Unfortunately, it wasn't a particularly profitable one, but you can download it on the link that I added to the descriptions below. Can you make a versus? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I can. I started building, somebody asked me if this is the question, just ask the question, I'll put it up on the screen. I started building a set of tools for crypto traders. So they're kind of tools that use information from other sets of data, things like CoinGlass, I think it's called, takes information from them to make a tool, and there is also the BTC-D and the BTC for Confluence for looking for alt season and things like that inside that indicator, which I'll hopefully release soon. I coded a risk management tool that is pretty cool. Thanks, great video. Thanks for that, I guess. Yes, maybe. ABC, yay, ABC, like I said, been working on this one here, which, no, it's not that one there. Where is it? The other one there, I like the ABC as well. We want an update, we've got to do that. Maybe I'll do that next one. We'll do some updates on the ABCs together. If anybody's got any ideas, post them in Discord, and I will happily add them to the trading strategy and improve on ABCs. One of my favorite trading strategies as well, the ABCs, and has been my most profitable since the very beginning. Thanks for everybody for joining me. I hope, like I said, you'll be able to take something away from this. Have a great day. Take care, everybody. And I'll leave you with some music, I guess. Bye-bye now.